Star Wars Bounty Hunters Issue 3 heads to the graveyard planet of Galmera, where the bounty hunter Urus tells his contact Sifak that waiting to ambush Valance at his ship is a good play, and if they do it right, they'll both be paid by the Mourner's Whale and the Unbroken clan for Valance and Nakano Lash. Soon, Urus hears an explosion, sighting Valance's droid as it makes its way back to the Broken Wing. On Rushan, a hooded being learns of Bespin's new Imperial occupation, as well as the defeat of the rebellion on Hoth. The being says that that's not their problem, but the old man that she is talking to says that the bombing on Kongrad should, since Mourner's Whale crew killed Unbroken clan members. The being asks if there were any responses to their messages, but the man says there wasn't, but they need to be patient, something the being can't be right now. The man wants to see the weary being's face, sorry to see that they have been scarred. The being wants him to keep transmitting to Valance, and he should have figured out their clue by now. On Galmera, Bossk is fired upon by Valance, who says that he never liked the Trandoshan that much. Bossk says that it doesn't matter since he will be getting Lash's location from the cyborg, even if he has to rip it out of his or his droid's processors. Valance dodges Bosk's oncoming fire, but is thrown into some rubble, causing his blaster to become shattered. He hopes his droid comes back soon with the ship's firepower, but since he doesn't have that right now, he powers up his hand blaster, intending to end this fight once and for all. However, the blaster shorts out as Bossk returns, firing on the hunter who whips rocks at the Trandoshan. With a brief moment to move, Valance uses the opportunity to get the drop on the Trandoshan, smashing him in the face. Bossk fights back, unsheathing his vibro blade and telling Valance that he should have killed him all those years ago. Years prior on the Star Skimmer, Valance tells Tonga to hurry up with the comms system on his call with his sister, who tells her brother that she is getting married, hence why she can't join them on the hunt. Bossk tells Valance to hurry up since Lash's briefing is starting and he isn't waiting around so Valance can talk to one of his lovers. Valance threatens to rip his claws off, but Bossk knows the man's new synthetic skin isn't going to make her love him more, since he is still more droid than man. Bossk wants to cut him open to see for himself, but Tongor breaks it up, giving up the long-range comms to Valance. Valance sits down, combing his hair as he contacts Yulara, but before the woman can answer, he tells the computer to cut the transmission. As he leaves, Bossk laughs at him, saying Valance is pathetic, knowing he would be too afraid to call her. Valance grabs him, saying that he will show him fear, but the Trandoshan pulls his blaster on him, saying that they live and die by the Scorekeeper's will, and right now, he's favored by him. Nakano Lash soon arrives, warning that she'll kill them both if they don't calm down. Joining Tongor, the meeting gets underway and Bossk suggests bringing in Boba Fett, so Lash tells the Trandoshan to contact him and fill him in. She reveals to the team that they have to look after the scion of the Mourner's Whale as he completes an assassination. Lash knows that it's a dangerous mission, but the credits make it well worth the risks. In the present, Bossk comes for Valance, stabbing him in his arm and cutting his nerve circuits, something Bossk knew were there since he's been paying attention to whenever Valance has his implants upgraded and implemented. Valance is undeterred, smashing Bossk over the head with some debris, asking how many points the Scorekeeper will give him for killing the Trandoshan. With Bossk knocked out, Valance ties him up, saying that he gets to live so he can remember who beat him. Leaving for the Broken Wing, he contacts 94L, but soon finds the droid has been destroyed, its head ripped off. He sees Urus's ship leaving as the hunter tries to break into the codes that are in 94L's head. Finding the planet Rushan is the target. At the smuggler's refueling station in the Kessel sector, a smuggler for the Mourner's Whale has all his men killed by the Unbroken clan's General Vakura, who tells her men that their boss won't notice that she jumped the gun on killing these men, since someone has to avenge the brothers and sisters they lost in the bombing. Soon Lash contacts the General, who has terms for her surrender. The General demands her men track the signal and stall her so they can find her as the hooded Nakano realizes that she is very sick. She heads to a safe house only to find Urus waiting for her, having captured her nephew and wanting Lash to remember that it was the great Urus Bainar who found her. Elsewhere on the Broken Wing, Valance gets ready to head out, but he is met by Tonga, who wants the hunter to give her one good reason why she shouldn't kill him right now. Star Wars Bounty Hunters Issue 3 was a great action-packed issue that fleshed out more of the backstory of Valance, Bossk, and Nakano Lash's history together, as well as diving a little deeper into Valance's personal relationships and how he sees himself being mostly all cyborg and the insecurities he has with that. It's also really fun seeing Rushan getting yet another mention in the new EU, since that planet was pretty important in the old EU thanks to the Jedi Sith Wars and thought bombs and stuff that happened on the planet there. I'm really enjoying all of the action this book is presenting since it's wonderfully illustrated by Paolo Villanelli, and I can't wait to see more of these hunters clash over the bounty next issue. I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10.